All right, for this video, we're going to be evaluating equations, meaning plugging a number in for a variable and then solving. We've already done this, but this is just a quick review video if you maybe completely forgot. It has been a while, and you have been home for a while. So just a quick review video on evaluating. So for number one, we have y equals negative 2x plus 8. There's our equation. And we need to evaluate for x equals 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this value right here, and we're going to plug 3 in for x. So I'm going to rewrite this, y equals, everything else is going to stay the same, negative 2. Now, when you plug in your variable, okay, always put it in parentheses, and you'll see with our next example why that's going to be important. Okay, y equals negative 2 times 3 plus 8. Now we just follow orders of operation, PEMDAS, PEMDAS. If you're in the normal math classes, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If you're in Mr. Wagner's class, we like to have fun with it. P every morning during a shower. You can credit Mr. Smalls for that one. So we're going to find, we have a parentheses here, but it's just a number, so we don't worry about that. There's no exponents. We do have multiplication. We have multiplication right here. So I'm going to rewrite y equals negative 2 times 3 is going to be negative 6. We rewrite the plus 8. Now there's nothing left but addition. And remember those pesky, pesky addition rules. If you've got this, you can do it in your head. But remember those addition rules. If it's addition and we have different signs, we subtract the 2, and then we take the sign of the larger number. So 8 minus 6 is going to be 2. The larger number is positive, so y equals 2. And that was evaluating just a solved for y equation, y equals 2. And that's what you're going to be doing on the last part of solving systems. Now let's take a look at this one here. Evaluate the following. We have 3x plus 2y equals 11, and it's 4x equals negative 3. So again, we're going to take our x value, whoops, and we're going to plug it in for x right here. So 3, and then I'm going to put this in parentheses. If you don't put it in parentheses, it does kind of tend to look like a subtraction sign. And then if you, again, when we deal with exponents, that's really when it gets a little nasty. So just always going to have it put it in parentheses. So we plug in negative 3, we rewrite everything else. Now we got to solve for y. And we have done this so much that this should just be like looking at the back of your hand. So we got to simplify 3 times negative 3 first, which is negative 9. We rewrite plus 2y equals 11. And now we can just solve for y. We want to move everything that doesn't have a y, which is the negative 9, to the other side. We move a negative 9 by opposite operation. So we're going to say plus 9. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. This cancels. We drop down our 2y just like this. It's a positive 2y. We always got to make sure we check that sign there. So it's 2y equals, and this time it is like terms here, 11 plus 9. That's going to be 20. Now, to get rid of the 2, we have to get rid of the 2, so y is by itself. It's being multiplied, so we divide by 2. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That cancels. So we get y equals 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Just like that. And then when you're substituting, you actually plug your x value and your y value back in to check your answer.